How's it going, everybody? It's time for another Mr. Poestyle video, and tonight we are going to talk about Robotron 2084 on the Atari 5200 and the Atari 7800. Look at that 5200 chunky cart. Fat bottom carts, you make the rockin' world go round. And then you got your 7800, and by this point, Atari was getting a little cheaper on things. You got your black and white, or your gray and black cartridge, not color. You see it? Looks like a 2600 cart, but look inside. Look at the PCB. See the splits? That's your 7800 cart. There is your 5200 cartridge. And Robotron 2024 was an arcade game that people absolutely loved. It was a twin sticker, a twin stick. One for movement, your left hand. One for shooting in whichever direction in your right hand. And it was a great scheme. It worked great. The game is super crazy. There's robots everywhere. It's 2084. They've decided that people suck ass. The last family left is there. Save the family, save the people, save little Mikey. And the robots keep coming as the waves go on. Different styles, different forms of the Robotron come at yous. Give it to them. Shoot them with your right stick. Run with your left stick. But what happens when these games come to home video game consoles? Well, a lot of times you have one stick. Now these games are both playable on their systems with one stick. You can do that. You know, the fire button will fire, and then you move around with the other one, and you're just going to fire in the direction you're running. And that's not the proper way to play Robotron 2084. Not at all. You want double sticks? Well, there was a solution for that. A solution for that. Let me grab my goodies bag here. The Atari 5200 actually made a little piece of plastic that came with the game Space Dungeon, which I have the game. I've never played it. I have it. I will play it now that I have the piece of plastic. But you put your two 5200 controllers in this plastic. I got this piece finally on eBay. It wasn't too terribly priced. I got it, I think, in December in preparation for this. And this is my 5200 controller that I did refurb with the gold dot from Best Electronics, because the 5200 controllers were breaking all the time. That's what everybody will tell you, that they're terrible because they break, and it's true. They're not broken, but the carbon dots that are under these that press against the circuits in the mylar inside, you would get carbon buildup. Now you could get in there, you still can get in there and clear that up with like maybe a pencil eraser to fix that up. You can do the gold dot from Best, or look on eBay. Somebody might have the kit, and you got to pull it apart. You have to have the time. You need to know how to do it before you do it. This one had just been cleaned up by me inside. I have a bunch of these controllers since I got my 5200 in various states of functionality. But this one had been cleaned up. Mostly I use my retro Game Boys controller now for the 5200 when I'm playing it, but for Robotron I wanted to do this setup. People do 3D print these. Now if you didn't have this and you didn't buy Space Dungeon back in the day and you didn't want to play with one stick, I guess you could duct tape these to a 2x4 and set it across your lap. Make something out of cardboard to put them in. Whatever you wanted to do. It's a nice squeezy fit there, nice tight fit. But that's all it is a hunk of plastic. You take this here, you slide it in here, tab A to B or whatever, And there you have it. You put it on your lap. You're firing. You're running around. Great fun, the way Robotron 2084 should be played, in my happy-go-lucky opinion. Now, as far as I know, nobody makes a twin-stick controller yet for the 5200 where you can conveniently sit down and play that way. The 7800 is the same way, and this is the coffin controller, the Pro Line controller that came stock in the North American market for your Atari 7800. There's a joystick, there's your two fire buttons. Or, I don't have it right here with me, you could use the European controller, the one that came out with the system in Europe, hence the name European. European, I'm a poopin'. So, they didn't come out with a way to connect these both together, as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it's the same thing. You could strap this to a piece of wood or something. Put some zip ties around it, some duct tape around it. Create your own. And then you could put these together. I don't care for this. That's why I got a European controller a few years ago. Even better yet, after I bought that one, I got the Atari 7800 redone by Retro Games. Boy, it's really a NES controller. In my last video, I show all of those. And it works great. So I imagine you could take two European controllers, or two of the new Retro Game Boy game pads, and do that as well. Or you can, like I said, play with one controller. But the very best way, the very, very best way, and I was going to say also in my humble opinion, but no, it's not my opinion. It's a fact known by the world, that Retro Game Boy's Robotron 2084 controller is the only way to play Robotron 2084 on the Atari 7800. Do it. Get it. I know, you might not want to buy a controller for one game, but it works. It is grand. It is great. It is everything to me for this game. Great stuff. So, put my props away here. A little bit over here. And there's even more sitting over here. I've got so many controllers out here in my recording studio, detached garage with no heat, that I need to get these back into the house to my game room, or I'm not going to have anything to play my games with. I keep bringing props out here, and props to you. Let's get to the gameplay. 5200, 7800. See the number scheme? Atari 2600, 5200, 2600 plus 2600 is 5200 plus 2600 is 7800. Do the math. That wasn't till Jaguar, but do the math. That was their thing then. All right. I've rambled. I've yambled. I've done a preamble. Let's go do the show. All right, Robotron 2084, Atari 5200. Let's give her a whirl, eh? Terrible already. Love you guys. Why'd I do that? Well, that's it for me then, huh? For some reason my shooting down is not working. was terrible. I don't think I have another joystick just floating around here that's cleaned up and ready to go. I'm not able to shoot down with my Player 2 stick. So the controller is definitely having a few problems here. Definitely couldn't be me. Can't shoot down. I'm gonna have to work through it another way. Look where the people are before the baddies come on screen, if you can. See, that was kind of cheap. But, oh, Mikey! Oh, Mikey, no. Ah. Now it's not shooting to the side. I'm kind of trapped in the way I can shoot here. The controller is just not working with me. Oh! I need to get another joystick out. I have several, but none of them are cleaned up. This is terrible. This is terrible. The one with the gold dot replacement on it is working fine. I'm using that as my my left stick, my movement, so it can run around, you know, all over the place. But my right stick is not shooting down. It was shooting to the sides. Now it doesn't seem like it's doing that. I'm shooting mostly just up and diagonally. Stay away from my kids. My woman and my kid, Mikey. Couldn't save you, Papa. No, go here in the robots. These kids, these people, they're suicidal. Alright, let's save her. Let's save her. She ran right into the dude. What's the matter with you? You want to die? Oh, goodness. He's gonna get me with his ninja stars. If I can stay under him and diagonal to him, I can do it. I can't shoot sideways. I'm screwed. Can't shoot down. And screwed. Alright, not too bad for being screwed. 26,875 for having a bad joystick. So, alright. Well, I gotta tear that all apart and clean it up proper one of these days here. But that is Robotron 2084 on the Atari 5200. I apologize, it is on a HD flat TV. That's just the kind of room I have down here. I got a lot of systems over on the side with my CRT, including the 7800, which I'm going to do next. I just don't have room to have them all on that side, so I have it hooked through a VCR, my 5200, and then into my HD television in the game room. Alright, let's go to the 7800. Hopefully we'll have more luck. Jeez. That ain't no good. Man, the first time I shot this was awesome, but now I'm doing crap. Shazma. What the heck, man? The first playthrough I did of this, where I messed up the recording, I got to like level 11 first time trying this game. Crazy points. Now that I'm reshooting it, I'm really sucking. One more. I hate those guys. Heat seekers. They won't go away till you're dead or you shoot them. It's easier said than done. Cheater. All right, that is it. You know, the other night my son was down here in the game room playing Dying Light on his PS4 that was down here, Dying Light 2. I'm upstairs in the living room playing Dying Light 2. It was unseasonably warm for 2 days there. It was in the 60s after being freezing cold and pouring down rain that night. I'm upstairs on the headset playing Dying Light 2 while he's down here, and all of a sudden he yells through the headset, "There's a bat down here!" And he goes running up the stairs. So then later, me and him and my daughter all came down searching for this bat. We opened the door to the outside. We didn't see him while we're searching through. Hopefully he flew out that door while it was open and we just didn't see it. But it's western Pennsylvania. This time of year they should be hibernating until at least March, I think it is. But I think that warm weather brought them around, that and the stink bugs and stuff, for a few days there. So hopefully, I think what happened is he got in here when it got warm. We heard a little scritching and scratching around before that, didn't know what it was. And my cat was actually, one of my cats was looking around. So pretty sure that's what it was. And hopefully he got out of here. But that's it. That was Robotron 2084 for the Atari 7800. And before that, the 5200. Not too shabby. And this is actually my second time recording it for the 7800 because once again, I thought I recorded and I didn't. I did really well, according to me, the first time. Wave 11, I think it was 200-some thousand when I thought I was recording there about 5 hours ago. And then when I was putting the video together, boom, it wasn't there again. So this one recorded, or else you wouldn't be hearing me say this one recorded right now. All right, let's wrap this up. Now, there's one more thing that I wanted to show you here, if I can find it. I'm not sure where it's at, but... what's that? There's something hanging from my ear. This here? Oh, tiny Atari 2600. You're such an asshole. Hiding on my ear like that. Anyway... silly. That was my gameplay for Robotron 2084 on the Atari 5200. The Atari 7800. And the controller made all the difference in the world. Sorry, my 5200 joystick that had been working up until last summer when I got my Retro Game Boys controller and stopped using it. It stopped firing down and to the sides, as you saw during the gameplay, so I was kind of screwed there while I was playing it. Also, it wasn't the purest, the best way to play the 5200, I know. I just don't have room on that side of the game room where my CRT is. I have a lot of systems connected to it already over there, a bunch. So with it and the way I have it hooked through a VCR, I have it connected to a 1080p, my old HD TV that got moved to the game room after I got my 4K television. And so I didn't play it on CRT. I hope everything came out all right in the video. But there it was on the big screen. The 7800, I did play in the gameplay video on my CRT, and sometimes it gets a little bright and shiny there, and it's a little blurry at points, but that's definitely the best way. It looks so crisp on there, and that's the 7800 is modded. I modded it years ago after I got it for the RCA out, you know, the yellow video, red and white audio. So it is modded in that way. But that's all original. Like I said, they are playable with one controller for each. If you can, play it with twin stick. That is the best. And we didn't have any arcades around us close by. I've said this millions of times. Now, later on, we got older. We did go to arcades with friends at the malls that were further away. 2084 was never one that we played there. But Smash TV was a game that we loved. That's very reminiscent to, you know, same idea with it. You know, you're shooting and running and shooting and running. And guys, Smash TV is a great game. These are loads of fun. And I almost forgot, I got the Robotron shirt on. Robotron 2084. Stop looking at my boobs. Let me see. Go to TeePublic. That's where I got this. Pretty sweet. TeePublic has this. I found it there. Obviously, I'm wearing it. Save the people. Save them. Great fun. Great games. Robotron 2084. I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe I'll get another video out when I get my other 5200 controller, either the gold dot solution or clean it up again. Probably won't do another gold dot just because I have my new retro Game Boys controllers. So lots of fun to play. I'm telling you, lots of fun. I hope that showed through in the video, that I was enjoying myself. I had a lot of fun playing these games. And here I will put at the end a Williams promo video for the arcade game that they sent out, I guess, to arcade people or investors or whatever, to show them the story of Robotron 2084. It's available to watch on the YouTube. I filmed it straight off of the computer screen. I know, pretty cheesy, pretty low tech, but that's how I did it. If you want to watch it, it is about 8 minutes long or so. I will put it right after this. So, watch it if you want. Don't watch it if you don't want. I'm alright with that. I hope to see you in the next video, guys. I'm up to 150 subscribers again. It went up another time. Came down. I owe that to the retro game family. DKOG 73, Gamers Effects, Retro Arcade Music, Man Off Grid Arcade, the Macho Man, no, the Randy Savage, yes, and MW Games, Mike CB Gaming. These guys are all my buddies. I'm talking with them in my personal life. I'm talking with them on live streams and chats and stuff, and I'm having a great time joking around with these guys and talking old school video games. We'll see you in the next video, I hope. I hope to see you there. Please say you'll be there. And here is the Williams promo video if you want to watch it. Take it away, YouTubes. Take it away, YouTubes. Tiny Atari 2600. If you ever do that and embarrass me like that on a film again, I swear, I'm going to send you right to Retro Arcade Music Man, and I don't care what he does to you there. I don't even care. You're still here. Watch the promo. Bye-bye.
Throughout the history of the world, man has become the ultimate master into his unending quest for advancement. To better his own purposes on Earth and in his explorations throughout the universe, man has found it both necessary and advantageous to develop a virtual army of robots. As always, man has poured every ounce of technological skill he possesses into achieving the perfect and ultimate Robotrons, a species of robots that can literally think and act for themselves. It is the year 2084. The Robotrons have revolted. They have determined that the human race is both weak and at the same time destructive. Therefore, to perpetuate their own existence, they have turned on their makers and masters, and now threaten the whole of humanity. You alone must stop them and prevent the ultimate destruction of the world. Williams Electronics, the foremost innovator of coin-operated amusement games, presents Robotron 2084. The Robotron army has gathered in force to effect the final destruction of mankind. It is your mission to stop them. Armed with only an anti-robot laser, you are beamed down to their rendezvous point. As soon as you beam down, the robots attack. You can take evasive action by using the joystick on the left of the control panel. You can also attack and destroy by using the joystick on the right to fire your anti-robot laser gun. These two joysticks are the sole player controls in the game and allow you to fire and move in any direction at any time. The robots in this first wave are grunts, the least sophisticated form of Robotron. They have no weapons and possess only minimal intelligence. They are programmed to attack and physically capture and destroy you. In this world overrun by Robotrons, your fellow humans have been left defenseless, at the mercy of the Robotrons. It is up to you to come to their aid and protect them from the evil forces of the Robotrons. You can rescue your fellow humans by touching them, which places them under your protection and gives you points. The key to the game is to rescue as many members of the human race as possible before the grunts catch and destroy you. In your path, you will find many flashing electrodes. If you crash or run into one, you will be destroyed. Avoid them or destroy them with your laser. Disintegrating all of the Robotrons with your laser will beam you to the next wave. In each new wave, the electrodes change shape, but are just as deadly if touched. Notice that a new form of Robotron has appeared. The Hulks. Hulks are indestructible. Your anti-robot laser can slow them down, but they cannot be destroyed. In addition, the Hulks prey on the defenseless humans. Upon capturing them, the Hulks destroy them, turning their once familiar forms into lifeless skulls. Even more dangerous than the Hulk is the Enforcer embryo, cloned by the spinning red circles that can give birth to up to 5 embryos. The embryos grow to become Robotron Enforcers. They are programmed to kill with their deadly spark balls, shot at you with lightning speed and at deceptive trajectories. As in all waves, you should save as many of your fellow humans as possible to gain points. And you must destroy the Robotron attackers before you can attain the next wave. The action in the third and fourth waves continue as before. The strategies by now are established. Save as many fellow humans as possible while staying alive yourself. This will gain you a vast number of points. 1,000 points for the first, 2,000 points for the second, 3,000 points for the third, 4,000 for the fourth, up to 5,000 points for the fifth. After that, each fellow human that you save is worth 5,000 points in that wave. These are literally life-giving points, as they enable you to win additional players depending on the number of points scored. Thus, allowing you to continue should one of your players meet a violent death at the hands of the Robotrons. In Robotron 2084, Williams Electronics has established simplicity of play as your greatest weapon. You have the freedom to move anywhere on the screen, to evade, to attack, to set up and lure the enemy into a trap, destroying his entire remaining force. Achieving the fifth wave presents you with your greatest challenge so far. For into this wave, the Master Robotrons, the brains, are transported. The smartest and most dangerous of all Robotrons, the brains fire heat-seeking cruise missiles at you. Your sole defense is to destroy these missiles with your laser, or they will continue to track you down and kill. In addition to the cruise missiles, the highly intelligent brains have developed yet another deadly, and this time macabre, weapon. Upon capturing one of the humans, the brain uses its mind transformation powers to clone its victims into progs. These transformed humanoids are now programmed to viciously attack you, their own protector. You have no choice but to destroy them or face annihilation yourself. The brainwave reappears every fifth wave, assuring challenging and exciting gameplay. One final enemy that will confront you in advanced waves are the Quarks. Harmless themselves, they give birth to tank embryos that quickly grow into extremely dangerous enemy attack tanks, firing deadly tank shells at you. In the ninth wave, a special grunt wave occurs. Here, close to 100 Robotron grunts are on the attack at once. All-out battle and destruction is the only way to survive, if survival is to be possible at all. In addition to the gameplay itself, Williams has built into Robotron 2084 the same sophisticated diagnostics and operator audit and control programs that you're familiar with from Defender and Stargate. The These include the marquee screen that enable the operator to display his name or any other desired message. Williams has also incorporated new audit features, including average playtime per game and average number of men per game. These statistics are of vital importance to the game operators. Robotron 2084, the most sophisticated game on the market today. Born out of a commitment by Williams Electronics to provide the most innovative and exciting games in the industry. Excitement, challenge, simplicity. The keywords to the success of Williams Electronics Robotron 2084. Easy enough to understand and be played by the novice. Challenging and exciting enough to hold the interest of the most experienced players. In Robotron 2084, one never knows who will be the ultimate victor.
Oh, Nacho. Come here, Nacho. No biting. No bite. Ooh, no biting. Oh, Nacho, stop.